In association with Official Wrestling comes A Few Good Marks Podcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the review of New Japan Dominion 2018. We've just finished watching the show. It's exactly 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is nice because normally we do these things at 5 in the morning. So to be able to do it in a sound mind where I'm not, mind you, I am running on 3 hours sleep, but that's a different story. But oh my god, what a show! Oh my actual god. Candy's just he's still stunned. I'm your host, Kieran.
Still shaken.
I'm your host, Kieran, by the way, and I'm joined by Candy, the resident New Japan boffin.
That's me.
We haven't got a name for this show yet, but we'll think of something.
And
I mean, Kenny Omega has just nicked the Golden Elite, so we can't call ourselves that.
If we don't, it will literally just be New Japan Dominion show.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it'd be A Few Good Marks special or some shit.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do what we always do. Let's go through the card bit by bit. Actually, no, let's not do that, because first of all, you wanted to run through New Japan from...
Yeah, we can do,
Yeah.
because we haven't done a New Japan podcast since January 4th.
Yeah.
The Tokyo Dome show.
Uh-huh.
So I thought we should just quickly run down some key events that have happened, starting with the very next day after Tokyo Dome show.
Mm-hmm.
We had Chris Jericho attack Tetsuya Naito at the New Year's Dash. And then after that, we never saw Chris Jericho again in a New Japan ring. And he told everyone
He was out.
he was done. But can you really believe anything Chris Jericho says? Anytime he puts anything on Twitter, like, oh yeah, I've like, my contract with New Japan's done. I'm never going to be back in a New Japan ring.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something in the back of your mind. It's like, really though, Chris? You did attack Naito. At some point, this has to pay off. And 5 months later, May 4th, Chris Jericho returns, attacked Tetsuya Naito, and bloodied him up with a ring bell.
Bloodied him up.
Very badly bloodied him up.
Didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he busted him wide open.
Since then, we've had some cracking New Japan matches. Oh, we've also had the, might play into the Dominion show, the reunion of the Golden Lovers.
Oh, yeah, boy!
With Cody turning on Omega, and then Kota Ibushi making the save.
Yeah, boy.
And we had the official reunion of Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, which led to our first 5-star match.
The first
of the year.
Of Christ knows how many are going to come out tonight, but I mean...
We had the Strong Style Evolved show at Long Beach, California. The main event was the Golden Lovers against the Young Bucks. And that was a 5-star match. It went long, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
About 38 minutes, I think, off the top of my head. Very, very good match. One of the best tag matches I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
As you always like to talk about, British wrestling.
Boys bringing it home.
Zack Sabre Jr. from somewhere in the UK. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm pretty sure he's London.
Probably
somewhere.
London, yeah.
He's somewhere down south.
He won the New Japan Cup, a single knockout tournament where you get to challenge for the title. And on the way, in the first round, he beat Tetsuya Naito by submission. He then beat Kota Ibushi by referee stoppage.
Wow.
Red Shoes said, like, no, you've done enough damage.
Jesus.
Ring the bell. Semi-final, he beat Sanada by submission. And in the final, he tapped out Hiroshi Tanahashi.
That's
Not
impressive.
something that happens very often.
That is impressive.
But then Zack Sabre Jr. lost to Kazuchika Okada.
Of course he did.
At Sakura Genesis for the title, but he had a title shot.
Yeah, that's true.
On the same show, Sakura Genesis,
More boys.
more UK wrestling,
Yeah, lads.
where Will Ospreay defended his junior heavyweight title against Marty Scurll.
Title.
Title, yeah. Title.
Championship.
I'm going to go championship and title combined. Guess how many stars that received, Kieran?
Was it 5?
It was
Oh
5.
my god!
And again, it was an unbelievable match. Even before the friggin' Will Ospreay necks
Nearly
himself
killed himself.
on the ring apron by botching a Spanish fly. That match was really, really good. And if you don't like Will Ospreay, I would say check out this match. It's also the match that swung me around to loving Marty Scurll.
Right.
I was like, oh, he's so good.
Isn't he?
And then two more matches. We had Okada versus Tanahashi at Wrestling Don Tarkin, in which Okada was on 11 successful defenses, taking on Tanahashi, who has the record of 11 successful defenses. And Okada beat him in another brilliant match. Guess how many stars it received, Kieran?
Well, I mean, I'm currently looking at the rating, so I feel it's unfair. Go on.
It's 5.5 stars.
5.5 stars.
Now, I read that and I was like, well, it was a great match, and if you'd given it 5, I would agree with that. 5.5, I think that's very much a Meltzer really liked it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But brilliant match again. Check that one out if you haven't seen it. Check out every single Okada versus Tanahashi match for the title.
Very true.
They're brilliant. And then the final match happened just on Monday. The finals of the Best of the Super Juniors, where Hiromu Takahashi defeated the pretty much nearly debuted. He debuted like 3 weeks ago, and Taiji Ishimori, the new Bone Soldier of
I beg your pardon.
Bullet Club. Bone Soldier.
Bone Soldier.
Well, there was a character called Bone Soldier years ago in Bullet Club, and he was just a fat man. He was a massive jobber. He had the worst costume ever. Everyone hated him. And then, like, about a month or two ago, they started running, like, promos for, like, Bone Soldier will return. I was like, why? He was shit.
Oh, gosh.
And then they brought out the new Bone Soldier in Taiji Ishimori, and I was like, oh, okay then. And that match received 5.5 stars.
Oh, God.
And Hiromu took the most ridiculous
Oh, my word.
where he took a Frankensteiner down the steps of the arena. I couldn't quite believe what happened. He got him up for a powerbomb. I was like, he's not going to powerbomb on the stairs, is he? Then Ishimori reversed it, and I was like, ah!
Oh, my days. Which leads us nicely into Dominion.
Sure does.
So, to start us off at 8 o'clock in the morning, we had Sho and Yo against El Desperado, and you're going to have to say his name for me, because I'm not going to get that right.
Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
There we go.
Took me a lot of practice to get that one right.
Yes, this is why you're here. For the IWGP Junior Tag Team Championships, there was Stereotopes from the start from Sho and Yo, which was a very nice. It was a nice start, like they Sho and Yo attacked Suzuki Gun from behind.
No,
they did. It was.
Suzuki Gun attacked Sho and Yo from behind.
No, it was the other way around.
It wasn't.
It was
Suzuki Gun's like gimmick.
No, genuinely, like they tried to get one over, like, and they played their own thing. Because I remember Don Callis saying, "Oh, they've played Suzuki Gun at their own game."
No, that's not what he said.
Yeah, it was.
8 in the morning, so you might be forgetting this. I'm getting it wrong. Right, Desperado attacked one of the Roppongi 3K with the belts. They ducked.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then he hit the stereo, and that's when Don Callis was like, they've caught on, they're learning Suzuki Gun's game.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Which then led to Stereotopes over the top, which was nice. But it was nice, anyway, to not start off with a lock up and a slow build. You were just thrown straight into it.
In.
It was boss.
It was good that they got there in early, saying like, oh, they've caught on to Suzuki Gun's tactics, because later on they ducked the spitting the whiskey in the ass. They ducked that, but in the end, they still got the one up on them with a quick roll up after a whiskey bottle to the side of the head.
That was actually really cool. There was a really nice powerbomb backbreaker.
Oh, that looked nasty.
It was,
I would not have liked to take that one.
No, that looked painful as fuck. But Suzuki Gun retain the IWGP Junior Tag Team titles, which was okay. Next up was Juice Robinson and Dave Finlay against Jay White and Yoshihashi.
Correct.
I'm trying to read my own handwriting though. That wasn't me trying. I wasn't even trying to pronounce it wrong, because that's not a hard name.
No,
I was just trying to read my own handwriting. Candy went to the shop for this one.
I did. I thought this was a perfect time to go buy food. No disrespect to any of the people, especially not Jay White. But it was 8:20 in the morning. Yeah, we needed
sustenance.
We knew we'd be in for a while. That we needed
the only really big spot that came out of this was Jay White was sat in the corner. Yoshi was then tied in the Tree of Woe above him, and Juice hit a cannonball, and it looked nasty. And which then led to Juice and Finlay getting the win. And then Juice at the end issuing what looked like a challenge for Jay White's US title.
Juice pinned Jay White, he pinned the champion, so that entitles him to a shot at that US title.
Absolutely. Next up was Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. against Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano. It was this was just Suzuki and Ishii just going at it, wasn't it?
It really was. This was a setup like, you want to see these guys fight down the line, and yes, I do.
Yeah, we fucking do. It was
my
so
favorite
good.
spot of the entire match, I think. Ishii had Zack Sabre on the ropes. He went and hit the other ropes. Went straight past Zack and just knocked Suzuki off the apron. He was like, he did not give a shit that he had Zack in a position. He was going straight after Suzuki again.
It was good. It was so good. The end of the match, though, Yano, Toru
Yano.
Yano, that's it. Went for a low blow on Zack Sabre Jr. and Zack Sabre Jr. caught the low blow mid-swing and then turned it around and brought it into a submission.
Twisted his arm.
It was amazing. But he ended it on no hands. Like, he stretched over and just ended it, like, posing with, pulling the guns out. It's like, what the fuck? Who gives you the right? How are you this good? Stop it. Don't, because you're awesome. But it's just like, oh my God. It was insane.
And then the fight in between Ishii and Suzuki went on for another 5 minutes, maybe.
Oh, yeah, they were just going at it.
Swinging chairs, throwing stiff forearms, fighting to the back.
Yeah, they just fucked off.
They even continued into the next match, and I think Kevin Kelly was like, has anyone separated those two yet?
Yeah, it was... so
please have that match in Manchester in
July,
please.
Oh, please do. Yeah, we're going to be there, and we're going to vlog the entire thing. And we're going to stick it up on here. Willow's joining us for that one as well, and Coops is also going to be there. Might meet up afterwards and do a little review of the Manchester show as well as the vlog. Next match was for Hiroki Goto's never open weight title. It was Taichi and Michael Elgin as the challengers in a triple threat match. In this match, we were both like, well, Elgin's not winning, is he? Because he's getting his shit in here. He did a tope to the outside.
He did.
Michael fucking Elgin did a tope to the outside.
Who looked like he'd been...
He'd been in the
I've
gym.
not seen him in Japan for a while. He's clearly been in the gym.
Oh, that boy, he was hefty.
He had abs.
He absolutely. There was also a really nice Tower of Doom spot, which Elgin, again, it was like a sun hit. They were ready for the superplex, and then Elgin did like a sunset flip into the inside, and they all went over. And 2 buckle bombs, a sit-out power bomb, and Michael Elgin is your new Neverweight open weight champion.
Yeah, it was a solid match.
It was
Taichi,
alright.
I'm not the biggest fan of Taichi, and I don't think anyone's the biggest fan of Taichi. But he very much held his own.
Yeah.
It's not like he was bad.
It was a good component. It
added something extra to the match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with the woman that he was parading around and tossing into the ring and
I know, yeah, Jesus.
hitting people with microphone sticks, which is his shtick.
Haha!
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Thank you.
That was so smooth. Just pop myself though. Next up was for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. It was the Young Bucks challenging Evil and Sonata. Nick hit a crazy corkscrew to the outside and then was just stood there and was like, I'm the best. Like, yeah, fair play, mate. You just hit that move. That's not a bad shout at all. No. I'm not going to argue with that right now. Not until the main event happened. Anyway, there was another Tower of Doom. I love a good Tower of Doom spot. It was all of them this time. It was all of them over. And then it was, and then I coined the phrase a books mark, like books mark.
Brilliant.
We both popped for that. It was good. Really good storytelling in this.
Brilliant.
Like the books, I challenge anyone except the 2 men in the main event to be better storytellers than the Young Bucks right now.
That's where Booksmark came from. We were talking about how the Bucks are just known for their one thing of flippy shit, but I think they're kind of given a bad name in that sense because this match particularly showed they can do match psychology
Yeah,
with the best of them.
better than most, I would say. Yeah, I mean, there was the ongoing thing of the back, and then there was the foot as well.
Matt selling his back for the last 6 months.
Yeah, and then
Nick trying to go for a kick and ended up booting the turnbuckle, which pretty much took out his entire offense for the rest of the match, which is based on kicks and flips.
Pretty much.
And like when they went for the indie taker, and he just couldn't springboard, he just fell off the ropes.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's simple, but it's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you just know he's in so much pain. The Bucks won. We have the new IWGP Tag Champions, thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the first, the 7-time junior tag champions. This is their first attempt
at the
heavyweight ones,
and they've got it.
And they won them, and it was a brilliant match.
Excellent match. On
any other show, this would be one of the matches that everyone would be talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. On any other show. But this isn't any other show. Next up
this
was...
is Dominion 6-9 in Osaka Joe Hall.
Damn right, motherfuckers! Also, I feel like I can swear on this one a lot more freely because Will Ospreay called fucking Takahashi a cunt.
He did.
Oh my god.
It was about 9:30 in the morning and he was throwing around C-bombs.
Amazing. We'll come on to that match in just a second because just before it was the legendary team of Jushin Thunder Liger, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Rey Mysterio Jr. taking on the Bullet Club of Cody Rhodes, Marty Scurll, and Hangman Page. This was a solid, okay match. It was just a really nice cool down because of the next 3 matches that were to come. You needed something like this. Like, it was a really good match. It was a good match, but it wasn't as, if it was a main event match, obviously the level of talent in that match could have gone, And we're looking at the times at the moment, and it went just over 10 minutes. So you'd imagine even with an extra 5, that match could have gone maybe just a little bit further and would have been up there for match of the night. It wasn't a bad match by any stretch.
I think it's more like a showpiece match.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
It's kind of like, we've got Liger and Mysterio. And that's enough really to base your match off.
Absolutely. What a dream team that was. And Rey Mysterio's mask was cool as hell.
Oh, it was so good.
Half the New Japan Lion, half Mysterio. Sick.
And Marty Scurll, as always, was excellent, running away from Mysterio. As soon as Mysterio tagged in, he ran away.
Yeah,
tagged out.
He's out. Oh my, what a guy. What a guy. Next up was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Will Ospreay defended against the man who won the Super Juniors on Monday, Hiromu Takahashi. I have 2 notes for this because I was so engrossed. Actually, I have a grand total of 5 notes for the rest of this entire card because I was just so engrossed in all of these matches. I just couldn't write anything down.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking, during like a WWE show. I'm on Twitter. I'm checking out what people are saying for funny stuff.
Yeah, you want to see the funny tweets.
Yeah, absolutely. That is what WWE has become about. This was about the wrestling.
Yeah.
Like
I kept getting like Snapchats for I think Jericho and Knight, and I was like, "Leave me alone."
It was Ospreay did a huge flip off the ramp.
Oh, he did.
Oh my good God.
That ramp didn't look particularly high until Ospreay jumped off it.
Yeah, he kind of just flew on his back. He kind of flew on his back for about a good, 1.5 foot, and then landed on Takahashi. Jesus.
Which you kind of these two are very much throw caution to the wind.
Oh yeah, that's why I was looking forward to this.
Do everything they can in their match and worry about the consequences afterwards.
Absolutely. It was incredible. Absolutely amazing match. And 20 minutes long as well.
Didn't feel like 20 minutes.
No, it didn't.
Flew by.
Absolutely. Probably one of the best Will Ospreay matches I've seen. I think it trumps the 4-way they had at Wrestle Kingdom easily.
I think I prefer the Scurll match from
True.
Was that Dontaku or Sakura Genesis?
One of the 2.
That was a brilliant match, but this, I think, similar to the Young Bucks, Will Ospreay's given a bad name from people who have only seen the GIFs
of Ricochet.
The Ricochet match I hated. That's when I started. I think that's when everyone started their hatred of Will Ospreay. And, like, of course he does matches like that, but when you watch his regular matches against Scale, against Takahashi, and against Kushida, which were the three he was facing in the four-way at Wrestle Kingdom, they're like the four main guys of the junior division.
Yeah.
I think if he's in a single match with any of them, he can put on a flawless match without any of the flippy shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And Takahashi won, flipped to the outside, followed by a time bomb. And it was over, and what a match it was. Brilliant. It was my favourite match of the night up to this point. It was really good.
Good for Hiromu.
Yes, absolutely.
He is brilliant.
He is class. Cannot wait to see him in Manchester. It's going to be sick. Next up was for the IWGP Intercontinental title, Tetsuya Naito defended against Chris freaking Jericho. I one note, and it's gobsmacked. Can't believe Jericho won. Chris Jericho is the new IWGP Intercontinental Champion. Oh my Christ, what a match.
The 10-time Intercontinental
10-time, baby!
Chris Jericho. I also can't believe he won. And Kevin Kelly kind of threw us all off at the beginning.
Yeah,
because we
what
don't
the fuck was this
really
about?
know what he was
like
about.
he was like, is this title on the line? Does it not mean something? I think what he was saying was it didn't matter if the title was on the line or not. This match was still going to be hard hitting, and it was. But he just didn't, because Naito left the belt on the ramp and was just walking down.
But that's typical Naito. He tosses the belt, doesn't care about them. And then, like, as he dropped the belt, Kevin Kelly was like, "Well, the belt's not on the line," and we're like, "Oh, okay." But then in the top left corner, I'm no expert in Japanese, but I'm pretty sure that said Intercontinental Championship match. And I was only like when Jericho was given the title that confirmed that it was for the title. I was not actually sure this match was going to start, to be honest.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to go for a while. It looked like it was just going to be a no contest, beat up type thing.
Yeah, I thought they were just going to throw it out after Jericho just beating the piss out of Naito.
He spiked him
once
on
again,
that table.
Spiked him through the table. Once again, Jericho is one of the few men who can break a New Japan table with the powerbomb through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, because Naito didn't even get out of his suit.
No, he didn't. Not for a while.
Jericho was wearing his pants like he was in a street fight, which I thought, well, at Wrestle Kingdom he wore his Alpha trunks. So I thought, well, he's not in his normal gear, so I don't know what's going on.
This is a very new Chris Jericho. It's like, I don't know what to make of it, but I think that's what makes it exciting. You genuinely don't know what he's going to do next.
Yeah.
Like, and especially now he's got the title. Like, what, he's just going to show up somewhere else, somewhere random with an IWGP title.
Yeah, because after, like...
And he's still technically on a WWE contract.
Is he? Or
technically.
Does he even have a contract?
I think he's all... Well, I think he's...
Pay as you play.
Yeah, maybe, but he's definitely still on the roster.
Right.
I think so. I'm gonna just have a real quick check, see if he's actually still on the WWE main roster on the WWE site.
He probably will be, because he only just when was the Saudi Arabia show about a month ago?
Yeah, he was on that,
and he was in that. Because
that would be like, let's see. No, I don't want champions.
I was surprised he won, because when he was telling everyone that he was done with New Japan, I didn't really believe him on that. I thought he's got to come back and face Naito at some point.
Yeah.
I was shocked that he's won the title, which means he has to stick around longer.
Yeah, which means
I thought this might just be one match and then he's gone, but now he has to. He has to do at least one more match to lose it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it also means that he could be in Manchester.
He could be in Manchester. Please, Y2J, save us.
He is. He's
there.
Chris Jericho is currently a New Japan champion, and is also still on the official WWE website. What is going on with the world?
And it's only believable because it's Chris Jericho.
Yeah, if it was anybody else, it'd be like, this is bollocks. But yeah, it's Jericho in it, so it's like, oh my Christ.
The Madonna of professional wrestling. He's changed himself so many times and stays relevant.
Yep, he's just brilliant.
He is everything Roman Reigns isn't.
So true. Right, I'm just gonna prepare ourselves here. There's only one more match to talk about, but
it was a long one.
1 hour 6 minutes 11 seconds. Kazuchika Okada defended the IWGP Heavyweight Championship against Kenny Omega. The fourth match between these two. With
a record of 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw, between them.
So it was totally even. I have 4 notes for this match, and they read as this: Ho, Lee, fuck, incredible.
I like to think you wrote them as the match went on.
Oh no!
So like you wrote Ho after the first fall, Lee after the second fall, and you're like, well,
fuck!
I've got to complete it at some point, and then you got to the fuck incredible.
Fucking incredible! Oh my Christ! Melt has given this 7 stars, guys. Let's just accept this now. Melt. Oh my God! Just the storytelling in this match. Neither men hit the finisher until. Did Okada hit the Rainmaker until after the second fall?
I don't think he did.
No, he didn't. What? So Okada got the first fall.
With a roll up.
I'm not entirely sure what the name of the pin is, but he had both legs hooked over as he was on top of him. And then everything, like there was the double stomp onto the table again. There was they teased the table. They didn't actually go through it.
No,
teased it a lot. Then Kenny hit the one-winged angel in the middle of the ring and secured the second fall.
He first hit it next to the ropes, though, and got a rope break.
Very true.
So he hit it twice. It was the second one where he got the pin.
And then we start for the third one, and almost immediately Okada hits the Rainmaker.
Yeah.
I was like, and everyone, oh my. And then what we got, that third fall, was just amazing. The tension, the drama. Like, Okada hits a Rainmaker, can't connect with it because he's so tired. Like, just a complete mirror of Omega dropping down before, and
There's so many great moments that, because like now we're talking about it, like coming back, like just points of exhaustion where Kenny's running the ropes,
yeah,
and he just collapses. He can't even run the ropes anymore. He just falls into them.
These two guys just gave everything, and
Okada's selling some vicious chops.
Oh, that first chop!
My God!
So
many chops.
Just stood there, just the sweat bursting off his chest, and he just stood there, just like, give me everything. That's what you got.
About 3 chops later, he was like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, that hurts. And then still, Omega went back for another 5 or 6 chops. Like, Okada's chest got to be hurting right now.
And I don't know how many V-triggers there are in the match.
Oh, God.
But there was a lot.
You could have a timer. You could literally, go through. There was so many V-triggers. And then he hit the... But it goes to show, you don't have to have that many moves in your arsenal to, 1, get a reaction out of people, and 2, have a really long match. You can just keep going back to the same stuff as long as it's at the right time, used in the right way. Incredible.
It was 1 hour, 6 minutes, but really there was one, free-flowing story, and that was, can Kenny hit the one-winged angel?
Yeah.
An event, that's all it came down to. He won 2 falls with it.
And he won 2 falls with the one-winged angel. And Kenny Omega is your new IWGP Heavyweight Champion. The greatest reign of possibly all time is over. It's going to be a long, long time before anyone in any promotion has a better title run than Kazuchika Okada has just had.
720 days.
Yeah. It was
12 successful defences. Mm-hmm. Longest reign of all time. He's combined title reigns as most of all time. And if there was one man to end the reign, then it should have been Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
After the 3 matches they had last year, and now the 4th one, at the same show where 2015, Okada beat AJ Styles to win the title.
Yeah.
2016 at Dominion, he beat Naito to win the title, which was the start of this reign. Yeah. Dominion 2016. Last year they had the draw.
Yeah.
And this year at Dominion he loses it to the guy
to Okada,
who they had the draw
Omega.
With last year.
Omega. And just unreal. And they even hit the Styles Clash as well. I just can't think of enough words to say about this match. It was just incredible. I'm just so happy that I watched that live. I think if I'd have not watched it live, heard about it, and then seen it, I wouldn't have been as engrossed.
Like Croft was planning on coming,
but
he fell asleep, and he said he's seen the results. I think I would have just gone straight to that match, watched it without seeing the results.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see who won, and I don't want to see the score of a 10-3 falls match.
Oh, good God, yeah.
And I don't want to see the time either. He should have gone straight. He's like, okay, I've missed it, but I'll watch this one match.
Yeah, it was just incredible. Just incredible. I'm almost at a loss for words about this match. That's all I can say about it.
And then it ended on a happy note.
Yes.
With the creation of the Golden Elite.
The Golden Elite. You can hear the merch selling itself. Good God.
We all know the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks
sell merch just for days. That is no problem to them. Throw in Ibushi and Omega.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
they are going to be very rich people.
Yeah.
Very rich champions.
Extra rich people.
Which is good because it's not a WWE thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Just more and more spinning. Other thing, since we're on the Young Bucks, they after the match, after they'd won, they went over to the announce table and asked Don Callis to be the commentator at All In.
Yep.
Excellent. Which is also Brian Alvarez tweeted a very good point on this point, which was that they're obviously going to be broadcasting it somewhere.
Yeah.
They are having a commentator that's going to go somewhere. I would hedge my bets and think it would be an incredible move to have it broadcast live on YouTube. I just think that is the biggest. Put it on the biggest free video website in the world.
Because I think to them it's not about the money; it's
sticking it to everybody else.
Getting themselves out there and showing what they can do. Because this started with a Dave Meltzer tweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was like, "Well, I'll take your bet. I'll show you that we can do this." And to put it on YouTube and see how many people you can get watching on YouTube.
Yeah, watching it. They sold out the venue.
In 29 minutes.
Exactly.
10,000 seats.
So there's not much else to prove apart from... But that would be something else. And I think if, And WWE don't release viewing figures for the network, do they?
Don't think so.
So... Which I think is a shame, because that would be interesting to see, and would be very interesting to see how many views this All In gets, regardless of wherever it's put up and broadcasted on. So, but we will see. We will see. That's going to be one to look forward to in September.
They might put it on New Japan World if they really want, because
or Ring of Honor as well.
Some ROH shows have run on New Japan World in conjunction with both companies.
So it remains to be seen. But that was an incredible. I think we finished and it was just like, well, I think we've got an early contender for Marquis Show of the Year there.
We've got a few contenders there. Match of the Year, Show of the Year.
I don't think that's not even a contender. That's like a bona fide winner. Nothing is going to top that this year.
No.
I don't care. Nothing is topping that match. I don't even care what anyone does in the UK tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. That was incredible. Absolutely insanity. Just amazing. Amazing. Incredible.
I saw a tweet. It was like, some people will never watch that match, but they'll happily tune into Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal in a few weeks.
Exactly.
And it's like, I hope they did do good business on this show, because they really deserve to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's and especially you've now got an English speaking heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
And you're going all around the world. They're coming to the UK very soon. I imagine they're going back to America at some point as well.
They've got a show in San Francisco. About next month.
So
in Cow Palace.
So I mean, they're on the march.
Yes.
And they're going to be hard to stop. The thing that I was talking to a friend, and he said that the glow or the hipster appeal of New Japan is wearing off, because now everyone's watching it and everyone knows how good it is. But he's he had a really because they're putting on good matches, it's not getting appealing anymore. I was like, I don't agree with that at all. You know what I mean? It's just getting
I think some people they don't watch wrestling for good matches. They watch it for the storylines and the the general production. New Japan does not have good production. I will admit that. There were a few times tonight where they went to replays while something was going on in the ring.
Yeah.
Sonada went for a dive over the rope and they cut to the wrong angle or something and missed it.
Yeah.
And so in terms of wrestling, they can't be beat. It's the best wrestling promotion in the entire world. But it depends what you watch wrestling for.
This is true. This is very true. But I think
all their storyline is in the matches. They don't have a week-to-week show to build.
No.
On like Yoshihashi is all of a sudden Gedo's illegitimate son or something.
Yeah, they don't do any of that bollocks, do they? It's
very much straight to the point. It's wrestling for the sake of wrestling, and I think that's the appeal. If you like wrestling, watch New Japan. If you care about glitz and glamour and all that,
yeah, absolutely.
Then you watch WWE.
Yeah, absolutely incredible, and I cannot bloody wait for Manchester, man.
Another thing, I can't remember if I mentioned this on the last podcast, but sure, I listened to a review after, I think it was the Wrestling Observer thing after Wrestle Kingdom, and they were getting like first time watches of New Japan in, and like calling, and one person said about, I always remember the quote, it was something was missing while he was watching.
Oh, it's Alvarez. Alvarez said this.
He said, I think he was quoting someone who had called in.
Oh, right, okay.
But he said, like, one thing was missing while he was watching the show, and it was anger. And it was like, while you're watching a WWE show, you complain about the bad booking, the bad storyline, sometimes the bad wrestling.
Yeah.
And, like, you look at this show, there was no bad matches.
No.
You don't have any screwy finishes. You don't have any countouts or DQs or people interfering. It was just good match after good match, leading up to your three main titles, main event in the show, straight through, all brilliant. You can't really complain about it. No. There's nothing to be angry about, nothing to complain about. It leaves you with a warm, fuzzy feeling inside, rather than any time we do a WWE review. It's, I can't believe they did this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that, I can only imagine that is going to be the reaction after Money in the Bank. It's like, why did they pick this person to win? Why did they keep doing this?
James Ellsworth win the first ever women's Money in the Bank?
Don't get me started. No, it's just super. I just want to live in this moment forever. Like, just the aftermath of this show forever. It's just been amazing. But yeah, that's all there really is to say on that, really, isn't there?
Yeah, and we should really give final credit to Okada and Omega again, because the pressure going into that match.
Oh, God,
this is their fourth one after the hype.
A 6-star match, a 6.5-star match, and another 6-star match. Like, this is going to be 6. This is definitely at least a 6. Could very well be a 6.5. I would hedge my bets on this being a 7-star match.
It's funny if Meltzer hates it. He's like,
they told too many stories.
It's like Hiromu and Will Ospreay, they were genius and nothing could top that. 4. It's 4 stars.
Oh, could you imagine? It's just heel turn Meltzer.
He's like, yeah, it just wasn't my style, you know.
No, so, you know what? I've changed my mind. I really like Roman Reigns now. I don't see why.
There was huge pressure going in, and then when you add the stipulations of 2 out of 3 falls and no time limit,
I know.
People's expectations go to another level.
Yeah,
it's like, how long are they gonna go? Who's gonna win?
It was almost like a question of if they were going to do a 4th one between these 2 guys. It's like, what are you gonna do to make it? You're going to street fight, you're going to have this, you're going to have like careers on the line. This was perfect.
Yeah, put it hell in a cell.
This was perfect. 2 out of 3 falls and no time limit.
Which is very old school.
Yeah.
If you think, go back to Flair and Steamboat, their trilogy ended with a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah.
That's a great way of ending a feud, rather than we're going to put the belt on a ladder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Belt above a ladder. Which does work for WWE.
Belt on a pole.
Belt on a pole.
I don't think that's ever happened. Probably just
all the things you could put on a pole, they've never done a belt on a pole. Well, you can't.
Mind you, that's what a lot of matches are for, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, final words.
We should not end on pole matches after this
final word. Okada, Omega 4, 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit, 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 11 seconds of beauty. I want to say thank you. That was just incredible. if you happen to be listening, thanks guys, and we'll see you both in Manchester. Thank you once more, and I think we should probably end crediting Okada.
Yes, he has
the wrestler, the 2017 Marquis Wrestler of the Year, for this exact title reign that's still gone on until June.
Yeah, we were talking about his great title reign last December when we did the Marquis. It's now 6 months later and it's just ended. But he's talking about Japan going global. I think Okada is the man who has very much helped that push.
Yeah, absolutely. It would not be where it is without him.
Okada is the reason I watch New Japan. Mm-hmm. He is, without doubt, the best wrestler in the world. And along with Kenny Omega, who is probably a close, maybe joint one.
Yeah,
joint
at
first.
This point it is joint first, isn't it? They have to be on the same level. But yeah, a credit to both of you guys, to both you gentlemen. Thank you for that incredible match. And
we are very much looking forward to see what happens now. What happens now? Does Ibushi win the G1 and we have Omega Ibushi?
Oh my god!
Main event in Wrestle Kingdom? What's going on?
What's gonna happen? Anyway, we will be back with a New Japan special in about a month's time after the Manchester show for Strong Style Evolved. And we'll see you then. We hope you enjoyed Dominion as much as we did. And as I said on the final note, Kazuchika Okada, we salute you.
Arigato.
So from myself and Candy.
Hello. Bye. I'm not used to. Edit that
out. From myself and Candy. Thank you for listening, folks, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.